Microsoft's Xbox 360 and Sony's PlayStation 3 video game consoles are on their way out, and the game industry appears ready to move on. That's according to the data in the latest report from industry tracker NPD Group. After more than a year and a half of fluctuations and uncertainty with the arrival of new hardware from Microsoft and Sony, the US retail game industry grew in July, its second consecutive month of growth. According to NPD, overall sales of game hardware, software, and accessories grew 6%, while hardware sales rose 2% despite a steep 56% drop-off in sales of the older Xbox 360 and PS3. Such a drop-off has in previous months dragged hardware sales down into double-digit declines on a percentage basis. But sales of the newer Xbox One and PlayStation 4 consoles are starting to offset those declines. The end of the Xbox 360 and PS3 has been a long time coming, with Microsoft publicly stating that support for its console will end next year, while Sony has hinted that it will follow suit. Meanwhile, many game makers have publicly dropped support for older consoles. For instance, Electronic Arts' upcoming Star Wars Battlefront space shooter will be available only for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. The sharp drop-offs in older hardware sales reflect the lack of consumer enthusiasm for the near-decade-old devices. Since the introduction of new game hardware from Microsoft and Sony in November 2013, the retail game industry has been struggling to stabilize itself as it transitions away from old hardware, released almost 10 years ago, to new devices released in the past 2 years. Sales of these upgraded consoles have been strong, but software sales have fluctuated. On the whole, game sales have tended to fall from year-ago comparisons as the industry waited for a larger number of consumers to upgrade to new hardware, which has been dependent on game makers offering compelling reasons to upgrade.